Guys, back to do a flip through on volume 46. I'm probably just going to caption this one as pink black hearts, since I kind of decorated the cover and made it different than what it typically is. But let's just go ahead and get started. This page is like an about me, so that's why I'm skipping it. This day I was able to spend time with my dad and get to hang out with him and that side of the family. Got to go to my Aunt Rhonda's and meet her little Chihuahua puppy that she has, this little teacup Chihuahua. And she was really sweet and playful, so it was nice to see that, because I've come into contact with so many mean Chihuahuas, it's not even funny. So, mentioned I wasn't looking forward to the following day because of it being like errands and stuff, and I just wasn't looking forward to that, so. Mentioned while I was out with my dad, he took me to Dollar General so I could restock my sticker stash. So that was nice of him to do, let me go in and look. And this day was pretty busy because we had the grocery store and errands. And the errands we had were the post office, our local pharmacy for my brother, bank, CVS, and then went to get a few necessities at Kroger as well. I kind of went into a rant about something that had happened that I'm not going to get into. Mentioned once we got back from everything, I was able to just kind of relax and watch videos. Kind of just watched like a variety. I wasn't really watching anything specific. Mentioned I was glad to help Grandma out because if she has her leg bent or stretched out too long, it really hurts her. This was a pretty chill day overall. Spent the majority of the day in bed at Grandma's watching more YouTube, which was mostly thing on my sub feed, and listening to music. Not any one artist in particular, just kind of a variety again. Mentioned that I plan to listen to some Hillsong soon. Mentioned that I've become obsessed with Twice's newest track called Likey. Mentioned that my bias is probably a tie between Momo and Sana. Then I mentioned bias in other groups like Girls' Generation is Hyoyeon, Sunny, Tiffany, Yuri. Mentioned it was like really hard to choose a bias in Girls' Generation because I just like them all so much. My bias in BTS is Rap Monster, J-Hope, and Jungkook as well. This day, my grandfather also had an appointment with his doctor that did the hip replacement, just as a follow-up to see how he was doing. And it kind of went into like some medical stuff I'm not getting into. Just be easier that way. Mentioned I did end up finishing Donkey Kong Country Returns by Steven from Steven Plays, and then after that I started watching his Let's Play of Kirby Superstar, which is something that I really like to watch because it's a game I grew up with. And then I kind of went into the fact that my third bias in Twice would probably be Tuzu. And everything that was going on with her as far as her holding a Taiwanese flag and everything. Following day is my appointment with my psychiatrist, and I just wasn't looking forward to that because he makes us sit and wait in there for freaking ever. This was a pretty chill day overall. Kind of spent most of the day just chilling, watching more YouTube. More of Will or Rabbit Luigi's countdowns, and also listening to music. Mostly AOA and Girls' Generation. I've really been liking AOA again. More lately than usual, because I mean I've always liked them, but it's more so than usual here lately. I mentioned that some of my favorite AOA tracks were like Moya from AOA Black, Baby, I'm Jelly Baby from AOA Cream, and Excuse Me, Heart Attack, Good Luck, Short Hair, Confused, or some from just regular AOA. For Girls' Generation, their earlier stuff, I like their debut, Into the New World, Baby Baby, Way to Go, G, Karma Butterfly, Do the Catwalk. So, and then Mr. Mister will always have a special place in my mind because that's how I discovered them in the first place. A group that I discovered fairly recently of my favorite is probably a tie between Tara and Luna. I really like Luna because of what the company is doing. I feel like they are really respecting each artist very well, and I hope that it continues that way. And then of course I'm a die-hard VIX fan. And I was going into like appointment details with my psychiatrist that I didn't want to get into. This was a pretty chill day overall. Spent most of the day just watching more YouTube, Mostly more countdowns and listening to more music. I did get a shower. As far as like activity, this was the lotion that I finished. So, mentioned that the day was kind of chaotic because the repairman for the dishwasher came by. So that was kind of annoying. Mentioned I was particularly glad to have a chill day because of things going on. There we go. So I can sit up. That position was hurting my back. Mentioned I really wasn't looking forward to the following day because of it just being crazy, hectic, busy. So, hoped that it wouldn't be too bad. Mentioned I would like to film some and that I would hope to catch up on journal flip-throughs, which I'm almost caught up. I only have one left, thankfully. Mentioned I need to go ahead and do flip-through number 40, but because it was such a massive one, I wasn't looking forward to it. Kind of went into some rant territory on that page and this page. So, not gonna really get into too much detail. Plan to watch more of Will's countdowns this day and also just relax. Mentioned I just want to watch and listen to videos and it be something I'm familiar with so I could use it as background noise. So I could use it to listen to while I finish entry for this night. Mentioned that I would just like to finish it at a decent time. That way I wasn't up till like midnight doing my entry because the lack of sleep catches up with me after a while. And this day was semi-busy overall. Spent most of the day just kind of relaxing. Mostly Emil Xenoblade Let's Play and listening to more K-pop. That's my mom sneezing if you guys heard that. Mentioned that we didn't end up going to the grocery store because Mama was still having headaches. So, after we got through with the errands we had, I was able to go into Dollar Tree to restock my stickers. Mentioned that I was kind of surprised that I was able to go in since he had to take a family member to work. Just a friend of the family. And I kind of went on a rant at the end of this page and into this page. And then a slight rant on this page, and then I mentioned when I got back, I filmed a journaling update in a Dollar Tree haul. Mentioned that I did hope to at least get 2 flip-throughs done when I was over here at the house for the weekend. this was a crossword I finished. Didn't really get a chance to film this day, unfortunately. So we had the grocery store run and errands. I mentioned we were gonna go to the pharmacy for Grandma and Papa, but some of their meds were too early, so they just decided to wait to get everything at once. Mentioned I was able to go into Dollar General and get some adult coloring books. Mentioned that there was an MLP magazine that I had wanted to get, but it was like $10 and it was like that thin, so I was just like, yeah, no. Mentioned I was just glad to spend a weekend here at the house just to get a break from everything and also to sleep in my own bed. Mentioned I started watching more of Emil's Xenoblade Let's Play, but then ended up switching to something else. I mentioned I was hoping that the following day would be kind of a laid back day, with the exception of the flip throughs. I mentioned I definitely planned to film volume 40 and potentially volume 43 if my throat could handle it. I mentioned the following day that I planned to rearrange some pictures and stickers on my wall since I got a new poster and everything. Mentioned that after I finish filming, I hoped to have the energy to do all that, cause it can just take a lot out of me. Kinda had a rant on this page. More of a rant. I was able to have a pretty lazy day overall. Just kinda spent the day at my desk watching more YouTube. Mostly Will Shadow of the Colossus Let's Play and listening to more music. I was also able to rearrange some of the pictures on my wall and also the wall decals as well. And then I wasn't looking forward to the following day either because of it being the grocery store run and that we would have a crap ton of errands to do as well. We'll have the post office, the bank, CVS, our local pharmacy, water bill, Sears bill, so it was just a lot to do in the span of a day, and it got really draining, to be quite honest. I mean, there's only so much one person can take in the span of a day in terms of the errands and everything. Mentioned I was hoping to hang out with Robin again soon because it feels like forever since we've gotten a chance to hang out. because the last time we got to see each other was like back in August, so. And this day was pretty busy because we had the grocery run and the errands, which were the post office, pharmacy for Grandma and Papa, and getting necessities at Kroger. So not too bad. But the following day would just be crazy busy, so I wasn't looking forward to that. Kind of went into more rant territory on those pages. Mentioned that Super Junior released a new song after being off the radar for over a year, except for Kyoyeon and Yisung. Mentioned while they were promoting it, Kyoyeon had to go into the military and everything, which can be like crazy scary, so I hope he's doing alright in that regard. Mentioned that I've really liked some of Sonamu's stuff lately as well, and that I really like their new song. And also mentioned I ended up finishing the doodle that I was working on, and I liked how it turned out, and I really like doing black and white pieces and everything. I know some of you do like these, so that's the latest finished one right there. Mentioned I wasn't looking forward to the following day because of the amount of errands that we would have, and that I need to get a shower before Wednesday. Mentioned I was getting into a channel called Anime America, and that they do really good countdowns and everything, and me and John both end up really liking them a lot. I mentioned it was hard to believe I was close to finishing this journal already, because it seemed like this one didn't last me hardly at all. So this day was pretty busy overall. We had the post office, bank, our local pharmacy for me to get my Neurontin, and also to exchange inhalers because they gave Grandma the wrong one, and it was one that she was allergic to, so it kind of ticked me off. Kind of went into a rant about doctors' offices making you wait an eternity. I apologize, I'm being a little bit quieter towards the end. My throat just hurts. Kind of went into more rant territory here and here. mentioned I was hoping to go into Barnes & Noble after my appointment to get another leather-bound one, because that's one that another style I've really been wanting. So I'd like to get a couple of fun-looking ones. And then this is the little pocket that I kept like receipts in. Anyway, that is the end of this flip through, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Let me know down below some things that you like about these flip throughs in the comments, and I will try to respond as quickly as I can. And I will talk to you guys soon in another video at another time. Bye.